What is up, YouTube? Ace of Lights here, and today's Wednesday, so it's a Road to Diamond video. I know I haven't really been posting that many Road to Diamond videos lately, but I did update you guys saying that I got the Scorpion gold, so thankfully I'm all done with the Scorpion. And then I'm now working on the Tradcom. I have 42 headshots with the Tradcom, and that's what I'm using in this video. I don't think I get any headshots in this video, but I am using it nevertheless. I'm using Quick Draw, Fast Mag, and the Select Fire attachment. I don't know, I like Select Fire in the Tradcom. It's not that I don't like burst guns, because I love the M8A1. It's probably my favorite gun in the game. But I don't know, something about the Tradcom, it just doesn't feel right to me, in my opinion, if it's not fully auto. Mainly because it's an SMG, and you don't really think of SMGs as fully auto guns, as non-fully auto guns. My mistake. But yeah, guys, what you are watching is a gameplay on the map Frost. This is part of the new DLC that just came out yesterday, I believe it was, because yeah, today is Wednesday. So yeah, it came out yesterday, and let me tell you, I don't like this DLC at all. I think it is the worst DLC Treyarch has ever put out, and that's saying something. But yeah, it's bad. I don't like this map. I think this map is horrible. It reminds me of Berlin Wall, and Berlin Wall was horrible. So yeah, this map sucks. Let's see what other maps there are. There are Dig, which is not bad. That's a remake of Courtyard from World at War, so that one's not bad. Takeoff is a remake of Stadium, and that's not bad. And then the other one is, I can't remember. It's like Pod or something. Yeah, it's Pod, and that's atrocious. That is my least favorite DLC map ever. That map is horrible. Frost is okay. Pod is miserable. It is the worst thing I have ever played in my life as DLC. I'm probably exaggerating, yeah, but I hate it. I hate it so much. But guys, you're watching a TDM, obviously, on Frost. I think I go 26-4, so I go pretty good. Yeah, whatever. But that's not what this video is about. I'm going to give my quick review of The World's End, which is a new movie by Simon Pegg and all them. The guys who did Shaun of the Dead and the guys who did Hot Fuzz. And those movies are terrific. If you've never seen Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, I believe Amazon has a Blu-ray combo pack where you get Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz for only $10. And that's an amazing deal. So I definitely recommend you pick that up because those movies are fantastic. But my review of The World's End, it is technically a trilogy, even though the movies don't have anything connecting them besides the main characters, obviously. But it's supposed to be a trilogy, and The World's End is the final movie of that trilogy. In the first one, we saw it was Shaun of the Dead, and then we saw Hot Fuzz. And both of those are fantastic. I definitely give them both 5 stars. And before I actually go into depth about my review of The World's End, I'm also giving The World's End 5 stars. If you have seen Shaun of the Dead and you have seen Hot Fuzz, do not expect The World's End to be the same as Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. They took a much more adult approach to this movie than they did with Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I think one of the main reasons why they took this approach to these movies is because they're getting older now. That should have been a headshot. They're getting older now. I don't know how old they are right now, but in the movie they're about 40 or so, or a little bit older maybe. So yeah, they're definitely getting older, and I think they decided to not do something so childish anymore like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz were. But do not get me wrong, that is not a bad thing. In fact, I think it's a good thing. I actually think The World's End, in my opinion, is the best out of the 3. And that's saying something, because those movies are fantastic. The World's End just combined a good bit of comedy, which is great. The jokes are very, very funny. And then it also combined a bunch of serious, drama to it. It's about, not staying put. It's not like living in the past. You should not live in the past. You should push forward and stuff. And that's what I really liked about The World's End. It had a really strong message to it, along with a bunch of comedy to it. If you don't know what The World's End is about, I'm going to give a brief plot summary of The World's End. Basically, there's 5 characters. You have... Actually, I'm not going to list all the characters, but it's like Oliver, it's Peter, it's Steven, it's Gary, and yeah. So, I missed one. Nick maybe? I don't know. I forgot. I'm totally drawing a blank right now, and I'm sorry about that. But these 5 characters, they have just graduated from high school in this, and they're going to celebrate by doing a pub crawl. So 12 pubs, 12 pints, one night in a part of where the hometown is. It's called Newton Haven. They unfortunately do not make it right after they graduate. A bunch of them, fall out, drop out, and stuff like that. So 20 years later, you see the main character, Gary. What he is doing is he is just living in the past still. His greatest moment is just that night. That 12 beers is his greatest moment of his entire life. And that's kind of sad, obviously. So he rounds up the gang back together, and they decide to go try it out one more time. And everybody else has done something with their lives. One's a car dealership, works for a car dealership. One is a corporate lawyer. One's a real estate broker. So yeah, they've all done something with his life besides him. And that kind of it doesn't really drag him down, but he's been living in the past for so long that he grows up throughout the movie. And they try to do these 12 pubs, 12 pints again one more time, but the town is invaded by aliens, if you will, alien robot things. And I'm not spoiling anything by saying that because that was in the trailers. But hilarity ensues, a bunch of seriousness ensues, and it's an absolutely fantastic film. I know this wasn't that good of a review, but I just really want to cover the basis of the movie. And I'll definitely say if you like Shaun of the Dead, if you liked Hot Fuzz, I definitely recommend seeing this. Like I said, it's a little bit different, but you'll still like it. If you've never seen those movies, you do not have to watch them first before going to see this movie. Like I said, they're not connected besides the characters. And I definitely recommend you go see it. This was probably one of the best movies I've seen over the summer, and it was a great way for me to start college. I'll give you guys an update on how I'm feeling tomorrow in league play, but I hope you enjoyed this technically Road to Diamond episode. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Ace of Lights, and I'm signing out. Peace.